Hello everyone and welcome to the Team vs Team event that happened a few weeks ago, and this is NGR versus Team Fun versus GTA Racing, and we're at Brands Hatch. I've shown you a fast lap of Brands Hatch already in this car, but this is the qualifying lap, so I thought I'd show you this as well, and you can see the difference. It's going to be very close of course, and of course this is going to be my fastest lap. As you can see, we get 16.5 first sector. 65 is exactly what you're after. You're looking for a low 16.5 really. I do think if 0.4 is possible, but playing that out in a qualifying session is going to be pretty damn difficult. Going through here, you look at sets 2, it's a 12.3. I have experienced, and I did put this on the fast lap one, a 12.1. No idea how I did that. I've only ever seen one 12.1, but it was a mega sector. As we come up here, we get a 12.0. We are looking for 11.9 there really. So we didn't get a good exit out of that corner either, as we come into this right-hander, and we do that fairly well, very close to the gravel. Obviously you don't want to go in the gravel, that'll pull you straight in to come up to this final part of the circuit, and we're on a 1 minute 0.5 there, so a 19.5 set to 4, very good one, and I just run too wide there, so that drops me 3-4 miles an hour on the end of that curb that I should be. So that does cost me some time, but a 19.5 set to 4 is a good time. I have seen 0.4, very hard to do though, 0.4. Going to be right on the edge, and as we come towards the line, we get a 1 minute 20.4, so 19.960. I'm a tenth and a half down on my fastest, and that was because of that exit out of the second to last turn. But look at the liveries of the cars there, all teamed up. So we've got the GTA livery, we've got the Team Fun livery, the blue and yellow, and then we've got the NGR livery, which is the orange and black, and don't they look good? So, the race. What happened in this race? So I'm starting on pole position. I've got Matty next to me there. We've got Team Fun right behind me then as well. But if you look on the TV camera, it's dreadful starting on the right hand side. Your car just goes to the right rather than straight ahead. But I get a really bad start there. As you can see, 3 people going side by side with me. Matty gets the lead there. As now we head up to Druids. Matty goes to the inside, so I go to the outside, trying to sneak around the outside. Very hard to do here, and Matty's going to get that position. So I'm in second at the moment. I'm thinking 35 laps. I'm obviously the fastest car on track, qualified on pole. We'll just settle down for a little while, especially with Team Fun right behind us, and NGR as well. You can see Philo there in 6th position. So everyone everywhere. Bishop down in 7th at the moment. So obviously at the moment, in terms of teams, we've got all the podium positions, exactly what we want, so there's no need to fight Matty initially. You can see Growling's under a lot of pressure from Go Flat Out there, as we come into this right-hander. So I'm just settling down at this point. I'm thinking, okay, let's get a nice rhythm going, and then maybe if we pull a bit of a gap, as we've already started pulling a gap, because Growling is having to fight off Flat Out. Bearing in mind this is Growling's first proper race of GT Sport, I believe, so you know, fair play to Growling. And the way we picked the teams as well for GTA is we did in this one particularly who got the fastest laps, and we had to post by a certain point, and that was decided with the teams. So next time you'll see Ed Skill in the next Team vs Team, which is going to happen a week on Monday to the 29th of January, and it's a 4-way this time, not just a 3-way. So we advanced a little bit to lap number 4. As you can see, I just got 20.8. And at this point, with a 2.5 second gap, I'm thinking, Matty's holding me up a little bit here. Let's have a bit of fun. So I'm going to start getting really close to Matty now and look for a place to overtake. And start trying this game a little bit. Matty's obviously a very good defensive driver as well as attacking. He's a good racer all around. If you remember back in the first ESL multi-class, if you watched the live stream of that, Matty credited for his defensive driving against Kaki, and that crazy move where a GT car was in the middle of 2 LMP2 cars at Donington. That was scary. So here we go. Matty goes defensive on the right side. I go to the left hand side. Are we going to go around here? No, we're not. We're going to try and go for the cutback, but we just don't do that. Matty manages to like be in the right position at the right time, basically, as we go into this right-hander. Continue on. Next best place really is going to be on the straights, towards the last corner or potentially the first corner. Let's see what happens as we come into here now. As you can see, Matty holding me off for now. He gets a better run out that corner. I keep looking behind me just to make sure that the gap isn't closing too quickly, but obviously we've still got over 2 seconds here. So as I come through here, Matty gets a bit sideways. This is going to give me a bit of an advantage. We're going to have slipstream down the start finish straight as we start lap number 5. So Matty goes defensive on the right side, I go to the left. Coming into Paddock Hill Bend, very scary corner. So I'm going to try and go for the cutback here, and I'm just going to get close. Matty just nearly hits the gravel there, so coming on the inside up to Druids, and I've got the position. So up into first position I go. and I get a good exit out of there as well, so that gives me plenty of momentum to get around Graham Hill Bend and continue on. So I'm going to keep an eye out on Matty initially, because I don't want him to get back in front. I want to start putting in some fast laps and really pull away from the pack, and then I can at least calm down for later on in the race. 35 lap race, very long race, endurance racing of course. We've not got tyre wear or fuel on for this one, so it's literally flat out racing for 35 laps. So the further ahead you can get, really, the calmer you can be and relax a bit more later on in the race, because 35 laps is a fairly long time on this track. You know, we're talking nearly an hour's worth of racing. As you can see, Matty is staying with me at the moment, and we're just going to this right-hander now. I am still pushing fairly hard here. As you can see, I'm only a 10th down on my fastest lap, and that was with the overtake in there as well. So we are having to push. So we're coming to the last corner. 3 attempts up on Matty. That's going to build up to 4, but then he's going to have to slipstream, so we're just far enough ahead, I think, as we come towards the start-finish line, and we advance a lot further in the race. This is the sort of mid-race preview. So I've kept that position. I've built a gap to Matty, 3.5 seconds, and if you have a look at my lap times, lap 6 to 14, the majority are in the 20s. I mean, look at 7, 8 and 9, 8.8, 0.8, 0.8, then 10.7, 11.9, 12.6. Absolutely insane consistency there. So I was really on it. That must be when the cup of tea kicked in. I talked about that before, the caffeine of cup of tea. Always helps me in these races, no idea why. And you can see we're still on it there, 28.9. But we are going to advance a little bit further on as well into the race, just to show you some more events that happen in the race. So we go to lap number 26. And as you can see, 1:21.0. But if you notice on the left hand side, Matty has the fastest lap. Now I'm not going to let that lie. So what's actually been happening in the past couple of laps is I've been pushing particularly hard to try and get that fastest lap. I want all the glory here. I want the fastest lap, and I want to win the race. So we get a 0.5 first sector, so you can tell we're on it here. That's actually faster than our qualifying lap, which was a 0.589, something like that. Anyway, let's go into this left-hander. What's our sets 2 times? A 0.3, same as our qualifying lap. As I say, you are after a 0.1 there, or a 0.2 at least, as we head down here. So that bridges my time reference point, so I know I'm on for a good lap here. We got 12.0, nearly 11.9, which is where I said you should be. So we are really on for a fast lap. Going to this next right-hander, we have to be a bit more careful on this one than on a fast lap. So we just lose a couple of miles an hour on the apex speed there, just to make sure we don't go in the gravel. And then coming up to here, we lose just about 1 mile an hour there to normal. But we're still on a 0.5 here, same as the qualifying lap at the moment. So that'd be a mega if we got a 0.4 in the race, which is our goal here. As we come into here, we don't go on full throttle early enough here, so we don't use all the track there. Obviously we've got to be a bit careful, we don't want to go off. And as we head towards the line, I go full qualifying mode right to the right side, and we just steal that fastest lap there. So that was all fun. You can see I'm smiling there. Me and Matty were on comms, well, we're all on comms actually for GTA. And as you can see in the top 4 as well, we have the top 4. It's all GTA, all fun, and then all NGR. But I think a couple of guys had technical problems for NGR, so a couple of them have already gone out. But I know Bishop's under a lot of pressure from Zach Speed and Go Flat Out. So we just advance a bit further on, and we're actually coming to the lap NGR Saxo. So obviously I'm going to show you all the overtakes, like I did in the Multiclass Championship on Project Cars 2. Where are we going to catch Saxo, and where can we overtake him? Now obviously there's no blue flags in GT Sports, and also if you're on my camera for example, as you can see at the top there's no rear view camera, so does Saxo even know I'm here? Is he just trying to improve his lap times? Has he had problems in the race? Has he got a technical problem? We don't know. Continue pushing on. As you can see the gap's up to 4.8 seconds to Matty. I do believe that went over 5 seconds at one point, but obviously Matty is still pushing, obviously wants the fastest lap as well. As you can see we're right behind Saxo now, so I'm thinking if he has seen me he's going to let me go at this point, because obviously I am fairly close to him now. As we come down here, he hasn't seen me yet. He hasn't seen me. I'm not flashing my lights here either, and as you can see we get 11.9 there, that's what you want. But I'm not flashing my lights here. I'm not in too much of a rush, so I'll just pick him off on the straight if I have to. Then I think, oh okay, he's going to the left hand side here, he must want me to go, but no, he just ran a little bit wide there. Watch this, this is a bit scary. He realises I'm there, slammed on the indicator. Oh my word, I'm glad I was prepped for that one. So he just slammed on the indicator, I went right, so I dived left quickly. Obviously he didn't see me in that lap, so you know, He obviously wasn't expecting to get lapped either. Maybe I had issues, I don't know. But we continue on. So we get that, get past the back marker essentially there of NGR Saxo. We go to the final lap. So you can see Matty's caught up quite a bit there. 4.2 seconds now, the gap. And this is the last lap. This is the victory lap. Obviously not too much entertainment or overtake from my part because I started on pole. I only had to get past Matty and we only overtook one back marker. But as I say, there's another team versus team event coming up on the 29th of January. It will be live streamed again, I believe. But it's a 4-way. So I believe it's Team Fun, Team NGR, which is Next Gen Racing. Obviously GTA. That's if I'm in it, by the way, because we've got to qualify as well as a team. Apart from the one guy who didn't make the cut this time, he automatically goes in the next one, Ed Skill. And then we have VP. So that is the 4-way. And it's at Suzuka as well, which is one of my fastest tracks, as you will see later on this week in the top 24 Superstars, where I had 10 minutes practice before the race. And wait till you see that race. That's quite insane. But as I say, that is the 4-way coming up next week. And this has been the 3-way. The first team versus team event I've been a part of, and the liveries have been good. You know, the setting up of the race has been quality, and as you can see, coming around, we were going to think of a Le Mans style finish, but I thought, nah, forget this. As you see, I'll break in a minute. But yeah, that's the end of the race. So thanks very much for watching, guys. There is going to be a GT Sport playlist there of races if you want to watch another race. My logo's there if you want to subscribe, and you can look at the gaps there. So you know, 11 seconds to Growling, good fun. And as I say, Bishop lost out to Zach Speed and Go Flat Out just from a slight spin right near the end, so that was unfortunate. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.